Hi everybody, this is Maurice again. Today we're gonna learn how to make moisturizer, skin moisturizer with aloe vera and carrot. As you know, aloe vera is very good for the skin, and carrot is also very good for the skin. It has a lot of benefits like anti-aging. It's good for free radical, and it is antioxidant. So today we are going to make it step by step. Before I start, I would like to remind you to this is a CSMS Magazine segment. I really like you to support the channel by subscribing, and like, if you have any comment, please make a comment and let me know what you think about it. Let's get started. The main ingredient, the focus today, is the carrot and the aloe. But I would like you to know we can use both. If you want to, if you don't have the aloe, the fresh one, you can use the gel. It's very effective with the gel too. You don't have to have the fresh aloe. And we are going to need coconut oil. We are going to need shea butter. That will be the main ingredient with the carrot. That's the one. And beeswax. And also some other butter we're gonna use. It's avocado butter and mango butter. But you don't have to use all of that. You can use only shea butter and wax and e-wax. The reason we're gonna use the e-wax today is because we're gonna use this have water in it. Once you have water, you have to use elimination just to mix water and the oil. So that's the only reason we're gonna use that today. So, and I also have carrot oil, which I made. This is another video. I will tell you how I made carrot oil. And let's get started. This is the aloe. I washed it earlier. And now I'm gonna make sure it's dry. Okay. And then I'm gonna put it in the blender. Before I put it in the blender, I'm gonna cut it and put the gel inside the blender. Just the gel of the aloe we need. Okay? We don't need the skin. Just gonna scrub the skin in, the gel in. The aloe, I'm already washed it and pat it, dry it. So I'm just take off the skin and get the gel out. I'm gonna put the gel in the blender. Make sure we don't have any green stuff because we're gonna blend it. So we scrap it in the blender. And we're gonna mix the carrot in the blender. We're gonna mix the carrot and the aloe together. We're gonna cut the carrot. We only use 2 carrots and a half of the aloe. The aloe, you see, it's only half. We don't use all of them. Be careful. We're not gonna use any water. The aloe, gonna put this water, the gel, so no water. So we're gonna blend it. This is the carrot and the aloe I blended earlier, so I'm gonna make sure there is no residue stay in the aloe. So we just want no carrot mash in the aloe. So it's very carefully not to have any left over. A little bit. You just want the juice, nothing else. Next step, this is the double boiler. I'm gonna boil the butters. So I'm just gonna turn it off while I measure the butter. So I'm gonna get all my butters. This is a shea butter. Bee wax. Those are the bee wax. Those I'm gonna melt. This is the bee wax. Also my coconut. Avocado. And a spoon. It's going to be like about half cup of shea butter. That's only half spoon. I mean a half cup of it. So this is the bee wax. I'm gonna put about a tablespoon. Just a tablespoon. You don't need a lot. This is 25. Just need about half tablespoon. Those are these. That's my avocado butter, which is very fine for the fine when you are using that is moisturizer. Is very fine, so you can use that. And I'm gonna use some this is organic coconut oil, which is very good for the skin. Let me get another spoon. You just have to put about 2 tablespoons. I'm just gonna let them put them here. I can put them. So this a double bowl. So it's just gonna melt. This is the oil. All the borders I put in there. The wax, the bee wax, the shea butter, mango butter, and avocado butter. So I put a little olive oil, like just 1 teaspoon olive oil, and coconut butter. It's very important for the skin. So they are melting now. Once they finish melting, they have all of the wax and the bees should be melted. Wax, they should melt in it. So after that, we're gonna put it in the freezer. I'm just gonna put it in the freezer for 15 minutes. So if you don't have a hand mixer, you can always do it in the blender too. You can blend it. Some people blend it. It's the same thing. So with the mixer, it has to be. As you know, after the butters melt, we put it in the freezer for a little while. I don't want it to be too hard. It's less than 10 minutes. I just put it in. So I'm gonna take it out. We take it out and I'm gonna match it. So it's see, it's already hard, but not too hard. This is what it is. Okay. So those are we're gonna melt. To whip it with the mixer. Those are the borders. All the oil are in there, so I'm just gonna whip it as much as I can before I put the carrot in. Put the carrot juice in it. That's the carotene aloe. That's the main ingredient. So we're gonna put it in. Put a little bandage on. I don't want it to be. Okay. Put a little more aloe vera inside it. So this is aloe 96, 98%. So I'm gonna put a little more carrot oil, which I did earlier. Okay. And we're gonna continue with it. You have to wait it a lot because you want the cream to be very light and like a whipped cream. Therefore, you have to continue whip it like a good 15 minutes in order to have a better texture. So the more you whip it, the more finer the texture becomes. So I'm just going to continue to whip it. Okay, right now I whip it as I want it to be. So I would like to put, I'm gonna put some preservative in there, and those are 2 preservatives because they're gonna stay more than 3 months. They usually stay more than 3 months for us. So this is vitamin A. I'm gonna put 2 capsules of vitamin E. Whatever fragrance you like, this is what you're gonna put in there. So you can see I have so many fragrance in there. So many fragrance I can choose any: lavender, patchouli, citrus, orange, everything. I have all of this fragrance. I have the one fragrance I usually put in there is patchouli because my husband loves it. So he's gonna use the body cream too. So I'm just gonna put plenty of it because he likes that fragrance. So it's for you. Okay, so we will continue. So I'm gonna take for you. This is it. The last thing you put is a little bit of the preservative. That's the best one. So that's gonna keep it stay for any type of preservative you want to put in there. So you don't have to put a lot, just like a teaspoon or a quarter of a teaspoon, which better. And then last and foremost, I'm gonna put like a half teaspoon of aloe powder. The aloe woods powder. The only reason you have to put aloe woods powder in it is because it's gonna absorb, because you're gonna put it in your skin. You don't want your skin to be too greasy. So you can put I'm gonna put a teaspoon of aloe powder just to absorb the grease, because most likely is the butter turn to grease. So you don't want your body to be too greasy. We're just gonna put a teaspoon of that. But some people use cornstarch, so it doesn't matter what you use, just to absorb the grease. So that's what I'm gonna use. So. You don't want to put too much because otherwise it will be so hard. So you want it to be like a weight, like a body cream, very light. So the more aloe you put, the more thicker it's gonna be. So a teaspoon or a tablespoon will be enough to absorb the grease. I think. I check the fragrance in it. It's not too pronounced. So I'm just gonna put a little fragrance lavender in it, just some drop. So it has more. That smells good. The lavender is very. And I'm gonna put a little mint, which is very, very good. Not too much, some drop. I think that's enough. So. Okay. I'm just gonna continue to whip it a little bit. Mix it together. guys, this is the final. So I have a jar. This is a very clean jar, so you have to put it in the clean jar. I washed this and I put alcohol in it, so in order to be sterilized. So I'm just gonna transfer some of it. So this is it. As you can see, it's very weak. This is the final product. As you can see, it's very, very light, and it will be melt in your body. So you can use it all over as a face. In your face, you can use it in your body, all over your body. So as you can see, it's very, very weak. That's your aloe vera carrot body butter. This is it. This is the final product. So tell me what you think about it. Leave me a comment, and I really like you to try it.